Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Americas, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you... excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for... He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Tipton.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage. There's no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Davis looking to pass. The short hands, it's Peace. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Tipton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the single back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They are up by 7 over Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Line getting set on second down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Davis will throw, trying to set up the screen. Have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The 49ers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive.
Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's a heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
On the ground, it's Lynch. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Davis looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Lynch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the 49ers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the grab close to the logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. That's 20. He's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but
and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do. He threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and sprint.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Zings it complete to the right.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Card. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. On the run, it's Lynch. Bringing it back. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Davis looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Lewis. And And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they head out to line up for a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Davis will throw. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Richardson. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zips it out to his man. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peace. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when